Welcome to Realist Watch Reviews, and today I've got a quick video to show you these RMALTI watches that I just received recently. Some interesting offerings from this brand, so I thought I'd give it a try. Now I saw their Datejust on AliExpress listed for around 150 US dollars. It had the fluted bezel and the date magnifier, so I contacted them and asked them to ship me one without the fluted bezel and the date magnifier, essentially the Datejust dial in one of these Explorer cases, which we'll look at in a couple minutes here. And I think it came out really nicely, actually. It's got that champagne colored dial. It's got the classic Oyster Perpetual type of a dial layout with the date at 3 o'clock. The date is nicely framed, polished indices and handset, and it's all silver. It's got the nice Jubilee style bracelet, and these are listed as 36 millimeters. So let me grab my caliper and we'll do the measurements. But before I do that, I've been wearing this one for a few days now. This one arrived before the other one, and I gotta say, I'm impressed for what you're paying for this. It's pretty amazing. The bracelet is actually pretty comfortable. The links articulate nicely here, and this is held. The links are held together by screws. It was super easy to size, and it's got a really nice clasp actually too, which I've already scratched up, but it says RMALTI design. Definitely not a fan of that name. I don't think anybody is, but yeah, the clasp is actually really good for what you're paying, and it's nice and narrow. I think it's stays close to that 16 millimeter tapered bracelet, and it's got 4 micro adjusts. Yeah, bracelet looks really nice too. Nice quality of polishing on those mid links, and those mid links do look like they're solid. Decent quality polishing on the case and bezel, and it's got the sapphire crystal. So let's take a look here. But what do you guys think of this one without the fluted bezel or the date magnifier? I think I prefer it without the date magnifier. But let me grab the calipers, zero it out. So it's supposed to be 36 millimeters case, and yeah, I'm getting just under 36. Let's see the lug to lug. The only thing about the bracelet is it does have that funny end link which sticks out. That's the only thing I'm not a big fan of. So the lug to lug effectively, the lug to lug effectively becomes 40, just over 48. And on the actual case, it would have been just under 44. And while we're there, you can see the crown is unsigned. That's about the one thing that was a letdown. I wish they did have a signed crown, but can't get everything, I guess. And here is the thickness. And it's supposed to have an NH35, so this is 12.4. Pretty thin for an NH35 movement, and it's got, of course, the sterile case back. Yeah, solid end links, and like I said, links are all solid. Does it jingle jangle? Well, I think just about all Jubilee bracelets do, but it's pretty good for what you get. Now, wearing this, first impression is that RMALTI in black definitely attracts your attention right away. So that's one of the first things that you see, your eyes kind of always get drawn to that RMALTI logo. Otherwise, it's a nice sunburst champagne colored dial. Very cool. So I will come back with a full review on this one, and we'll take a look at the Explorer style. So make sure you do subscribe to my channel. I would appreciate that. I am trying to grow my channel here. And let's see. So this came with a actually filled out warranty card. So good on RMALTI for doing that. And let me put that aside. Actually, let me give you a quick wrist shot on my 6.5-inch wrist on this guy before we move on to the Explorer style. Looks really nice. Wears really nicely. That 36mm case. They got the proportions right too, with the lugs not being too chunky, and it's actually brushed finishing on top of the lugs, which I prefer. So yeah, there it is, guys. 150 bucks. Not bad. This RMALTI brand is putting out some great stuff. And sorry, I just bumped the camera. And again, that clasp is really good. Really good clasp. And I was going to measure that, right? So let's measure the clasp. 17.5. Yeah, 17.5 at the clasp. And the bracelet tapers to 16, just under 16. And it does have 20mm lugs, I believe. Yeah, 20mm lugs. Very interesting package. So let's put that aside. Like I said, I'll come back with a full review to give you any other details and what my experience has been like. And here is the 36mm Explorer style Homage. So let me put that down for a second. This one just came in, so it's still got the plastic on it. Nice, high quality feeling cushion. The box that it comes in is really nice, actually. Here's the box that it comes in. RMALTI custom watch. So let's put the box aside and take a closer look at this guy. Very interesting. So let's get it going here. Okay, there it goes. So same thing, it's the same case, I believe, as this one. Same bracelet. Yeah, same bracelet. Same brushed finishing. And same unsigned crown. Put that down. Bracelet comes with lots of links. I had to remove most of the links on the other guy to fit my 6.5-inch wrist. Again, we've got the 4 micro adjust clasp. Yeah, same thing, same kind of case back. And we'll put this on wrist just to show you. And again, I'll also come back with a full review for this one. And before we end today, we'll take a quick loom shot. Again, I'm not seeing many RMALTI reviews yet on YouTube, so very interesting brand. Alright guys, this was just a quick one to give you a first glimpse. My first impressions, I haven't worn it long enough to really be able to give it a thorough review or really give you my honest opinion, but first impressions is I really like what they're offering at this price point. And if you just want a 36mm homage of like an Oyster Perpetual or a Datejust, then they've got something really, a worthy package here. And same thing with this one. If you want a 36mm Explorer homage, honestly Alpha, which is not a AliExpress brand, but you can find them on eBay and on their website. They probably made the most truest to the Rolex 36mm case. that I had come across. This is probably pretty close also, because it's got that nice tight 36mm case diameter, and the proportions of the lugs and the side profiles do look like Rolex indeed. So let me just get the studio lights and give you guys a lume shot. Again, if you found it helpful, please do like and subscribe. Let me bring it up here. So BGW9 lume for your viewing pleasure. And let's just take a look there. Looks good. Again, surprised at how well the lume is evenly applied between the handset and the indices, especially on the Explorer. The handset definitely weaker on the Datejust. But that's just a taste for you guys for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.